Yo, Dunkin, sponsor me, bro.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Who the thought it was a good idea to put this on the menu because this drink has 185 grams of sugar in here.
I thought the Starbucks orders were bad from the last episode we made, and then I looked at what people were ordering from Dunkin. I guess Dunkin really said give the people what they want, because this new menu item is absolutely insane. We're basically looking at buckets of sugar with a hint of coffee, and the craziest part, people are actually ordering it. So in this video, we're taking a look at the insane Dunkin' drinks going viral online and what this says about modern consumer culture. As usual, I'll be reading some of your comments in today's video, so if you want to be in the next one, definitely make sure to drop your thoughts down below. Iced coffee by the bucket at Dunkin'. I think I've seen it all now.
Duncan, why are you trying to hide from me? Why was I not notified about this bucket? You can get a bucket of iced coffee from Dunkin'.
Iced coffee.
If you live in Massachusetts. I can't do it because I live in New York. Duncan, why would you keep something like this away from me? I don't understand. How do we arrive at this point? Tell me what happened.
I'll tell you how we arrived at this point. It's called peak consumerism and sugar.
Happened. Dunkin' says 48-ounce cold
New
beverage
Hampshire
bucket at
and
select locations in
places?
New Hampshire and Massachusetts. Neither New Hampshire nor Massachusetts deserves this.
I would agree.
Look at this. Of all the places you could have put this, you picked New Hampshire and Massachusetts.
Facts.
Nobody is going to appreciate a bucket of iced coffee like I am. Duncan, you have to make this right. Fix this. Fix it now. Look at these prices. It's probably going to be different.
I was going to say a bucket of coffee. This is giving Long Island, and maybe San Diego, like somewhere in California. I can see people, maybe West Palm Beach, carrying their buckets of coffee to Pilates. But this is insane. And we're talking, you could get this, an iced coffee, $9, not too bad. I think the other one was an iced latte, $11.50. Can you imagine consuming that much caffeine? Not to mention, not even just the caffeine. Can you imagine consuming that amount of sugar in the morning?
If it ever hits New York. But I mean, this isn't too bad. $9 for a whole bucket of iced coffee. I do need to see what it looks like in person. Like, how big is this bucket? But shoot, you can go to like a bar and get a fish bowl full of alcohol. So why can't I get a bucket of iced coffee? Or a strawberry dragon fruit lemonade refresher if that's what you're into.
Of course, they're putting refreshers into it. Didn't even realize that. I could only imagine the sugar on that. We're going to have to do a deep dive, look into how much sugar is in some of these drinks. I'll have to pull up their nutrition facts a little bit later. New Hampshire, Massachusetts, why those places, of all places, to be putting a half-gallon bucket of iced coffee? Iced coffee. I have to, it comes out. I've been trying to hold it back for this video, but what are we thinking here? I'll tell you what they're thinking. Consumerism. The last video we just made was watching people selectively put additional 15 scoops of sugar into their Starbucks, adding 9 more pumps into their drinks on top of what was already coming in their coffee. So Dunkin' had the great idea, hey, why don't we just slap it on the menu? And lo and behold, here we have it. Anywho, if you haven't seen that video we made on the Starbucks orders getting out of control, highly recommend you check that out. And if you guys want to get featured in the next episode, definitely make sure to drop your comments down below, because I'm going to be reading a couple of them right now. So somebody said, as a student dietitian, these drinks are basically my future job security in a cup. Seriously, you are single-handedly funding half the pharmaceutical companies for creating all these different weight loss pills and weight loss drugs and shots and da-da-da-da-da, because people are ordering now buckets of coffee, 48-ounce buckets of coffee. Let that sink in for a moment.
Yo, Dunkin, sponsor me, bro. Call this the big backpack.
The big backpack. Dunks.
Sponsor me.
He's got a donut on top of the straw, sitting on the lid of his bucket. Oh my gosh. This is modern consumerism. We drove 40 minutes and went through a toll for this bucket. Are you kidding me? So not only do we have it being experimented in New Hampshire and Massachusetts, but people from other states found out about the bucket craze and are driving over an hour to go pick it up.
This is not a veggie sandwich. Wow. Turkey with bacon and cheese.
Sorry, I can't come to the phone right now.
This
I'm a
is
little bit busy
mad.
with girl therapy. But
It's like
I'll
a
get back to you
trick-or-treat
as soon as I
bucket.
can.
I can't. It's honestly, it's getting to the point where it's probably a healthier choice to just eat the freaking donut than some of these drinks. Did you see how hard she was struggling carrying her bucket of Dragonberry Refresher? A pink drink? Oh my gosh. These drinks have more sugar than a typical milkshake would. Yeah. You are better off eating a donut, or at this point, probably a couple donuts, than the amount of sugar that's inside some of these coffees.
This is the new peppermint mocha swirl here at Dunkin' Donuts. It has a record-breaking 186 grams of added sugar.
You guys cannot, you don't understand how much 186 grams of sugar is. That's how much sugar you should probably have in a whole week. You're getting on your morning commute to work. But it's got 9 grams of protein, so it's okay.
Added sugar, but grams are kind of hard to visualize sometimes. So visualize this, my friend.
Oh, good.
It's the same amount of sugar as not that many munchkins.
Is he doing this in
that
Dunkin'
many.
Donuts?
93 munchkins that are powdered sugar. Need another frame of reference? It has that much sugar. That is 46.5 teaspoons of white cane sugar in a freaking coffee. Now, read the comments sometimes. Some people say, Bobby, are they trying to kill us? No, if they kill us, we can't be consumers of their products. They're trying to make us hooked on their food. So we're fat, sick, and nearly dead. That way we keep buying their crappy food and we keep buying their prescription medication. My friends, this is insane. This is a prime example of profits over people.
Profits over people. Like I asked in the title of my video, Dunkin', are y'all trying to kill your customers? Close. Like Bobby said, nearly dead. They want to nearly kill you, but just enough for you to keep spending your money on these drinks. I can only imagine the cost of that drink too. What are we looking at? $10 for that drink, and people are going to get so hooked on it, they're going to keep going back every morning to drink it. What you guys don't realize is they're making these concoctions so you get hooked on them and you keep buying it every single day. Add it up. If it's $10 a day and you do it 5 days a week, you're talking about $50 a week, $200 a month times 12 months, $2,400 on a coffee in the morning. Not to mention all the negative health side effects you're probably going to get from this. That's going to end up costing you a lot more money. But can you imagine $2,400 a year invested over a couple of years? You'd be able to have, a nice down payment on a house. Some of the comments on this TikTok says, I love that he makes this video inside a Dunkin' Donuts. That's actually the funniest part of the whole thing, is that he got away with recording this inside of a Dunkin' Donuts. But I love it because it really adds to the character of the video. Someone goes, oh, hold on. 9 grams of protein, though, at the cost of 186 grams of sugar. I mean, for those that are watching or listening in on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, 3/4 of the cup, if not half the cup at minimum, was filled with sugar, completely filled, and then it's mixed in with a splash of coffee, whatever else. Somebody goes, screams in European. I mean, I can't imagine what other countries think about us now having consumer-sized buckets of coffee that we're drinking here in the U.S. The smile.
I got my coffee bucket.
The smile on her face.
Oh, so good. Best idea, Duncan.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Now, before I forget, one thing I did find that can actually save you a ton of money is subscribing to the channel. Believe it or not, subscribing to the channel is completely free, doesn't cost a dime, and you can actually learn quite a lot of hacks, tips, and tricks to save money and get you one step closer to being financially free. So if it's not too much to ask, just check and make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. A lot of you guys thought you were and you actually weren't, so it's worth taking another look. And we are so close now to hitting 100,000 subscribers. Oh my gosh. And once we do, I'll be doing a giveaway for $1,000 that can hopefully go to somebody's rent, debt, or future upcoming bills to hopefully help some of you guys out. So if it's not too much to ask, just click that subscribe button down below and let's see what other drinks Dunkin has created. See, my sick, twisted brain is thinking the next thing we're gonna see in consumer culture here in the States is the American, car manufacturers, where they're gonna start making larger cups, 48-ounce cup holders to accommodate for Dunkin's 48-ounce bucket of coffee you can buy. So you'll have two massive craters in your center console to hold, because that's going to be the next complaint. Consumer culture, I'm calling it now. If you guys haven't seen my New Cars Are Absolutely Horrible episodes, highly recommend you check that out. We touch upon the insanity that car manufacturers are doing in 2026 and the upcoming years with their cars. But you're going to have self-driving cars, TV screens that are like 36 inches wide that are going to cover your entire front windshield, and massive cup holders to accommodate your insanely large size Dunkin Bucket of coffee. This is mad. Someone says, is this not dangerous? Did we not learn from the Panera charged lemonade incident? Do you guys remember that? A couple months ago, maybe it was a year or so ago, Dunkin decided to put 400 milligrams into their lemonade for like a small, and I think somebody passed away from drinking it because, whose great idea is it to put that much caffeine in a drink at Panera Bread of all places? Maybe if it was in a fitness center or something, I can somewhat understand. So it goes, American runs on Dunkin. No. America cannot run because of Dunkin. Do they even use that same slogan anymore? It used to be Dunkin' Donuts. Now it's just Dunkin', and I haven't seen a commercial recently where they say runs on Dunkin'. It's going to be rolling on Dunkin'. Someone left a comment on my other video and said, a nice cup of diabetes to start the day. I can't wait until they watch this video and then they change it. Someone's going to leave a comment right now. I'm going to say, a nice bucket of diabetes to start the day. I can't wait. Who's going to comment it first?
Let's see how much sugar is in a frozen butter pecan swirl coffee from Dunkin' Donuts.
This is sick.
Clocks in at 172 grams of sugar. Let's measure that.
Oh my gosh. This doesn't beat the other one, 186 grams. Oh, he's still going. This is what you're consuming in one drink. Yep. This is sick. Insane.
So that's either 43 teaspoons or 47 cubes of sugar in this one frozen coffee drink. By the way, that's more sugar than not one, not two, not three, but 4 cans of Coke. There are more grams of sugar in this one coffee drink than there are floors in the Empire State Building.
So hopefully now some of you guys can conceptualize how much sugar is in some of these drinks. And it all goes back to the question of, why would any coffee drink ever need that much sugar in it? Well, if you guys haven't realized, sugar is extremely addicting. I think it's one of the most addictive things in our country. Correct me if I'm wrong. Well, there's things that are harder to break addiction. But what I'm saying is most people have sugar addictions, and they add it to nearly every product you could think of. Ketchup, cereal, things you wouldn't think that have sugar in it. Read the back of it. It has sugar in it. It's insane. The whole point of it is because it's addicting, it will get you to buy it back. It will taste good on the taste buds. You'll get hooked. You'll continue to buy it. Keep draining your money. Keep wasting your money. It pisses me off. Like, I really get pissed off because I want you guys to be financially, independent, financially successful, financially free. And you got these massive consumer corporations create these products that are meant to completely take all the money away from you, get you hooked without realizing it because it's manipulative, and drain your wallet. Top comment is that legal? And the sad thing is, it is. It really, really, really is. You guys don't realize the harm of constantly buying these drinks. Like, these small micro payments add up. And then at the end of the year, you're like, oh my gosh, I spent several thousands of dollars. I mean, we just did the math. Imagine you're spending $2,400 on coffees, and then throw in, let's say, lunch during the day if you eat out, and you're now looking at like $7,000 to $10,000 of expenditures of small bills, small little payments that add up. Then throw in subscriptions and Spotify and Hulu, Netflix. Like, it adds up, and there you go. 172 grams of sugar is genuinely insane. 11 grams of protein, though. For our, the protein wave is coming back. Everything's got to have protein now. America is so disgusting. I'm sure places in the UK, or I think Vietnam has good coffee, stuff like that. They don't add this much sugar to it. Not at all. This is an American thing.
Dunks, what are you doing to me? Did I scare you? It's New England in a freaking bucket. I love it. Oh. Listen to that. It's the most satisfying swirl. It's a whole new level. I didn't know I needed this in my life. The one thing, I don't know where to put this in the car. So I feel like I'm just going to have to drive like this. Yeah, this feels right. This feels right. Did I not tell you it's going to be a damn good year?
Thank you.
And it's already being addressed. The problem is already starting to arise, which I just said in a couple years, they'll have a fix for it, or someone is going to 3D print a 48-ounce cup holder for their car.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Flow fueled by Dunkin protein refreshers. Of all things, of all commercials, this is the one you're going to put out?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
What are you thinking, Dunkin? I'd love to know. Honestly, every single one of these drinks sounds absolutely disgusting. A protein refresher. So I can only imagine the con that they're pulling now. Let's add a couple grams of protein into our nasty sugar drinks, but then also, on the back end, fill it up with, 80 grams of sugar. Let's see.
If you get a Dunkin' Protein Refresher, you can get my exclusive cup featuring me, Megan Thee Stallion, a.k.a. Tina Snow, a.k.a. Protina, a.k.a. the Hot Girl Coach, a.k.a. Moi, a.k.a. the OG Hot Girl who runs on Dunkin'. Watch supplies last.
Why do we're having, I guess, rappers advertise protein drinks now. That's okay. But did you see what they throw in there? If you want my collectible cup, another selling point here, now you can get it for a limited time. Go spend even more money. I really want it. We're going to look up the nutrition facts on some of these drinks. Megan Thee Stallion is in a new Dunkin' ad.
What's up, hotties? It's your girl, Megan Thee Stallion, a.k.a. the Hot Girl Coach, a.k.a. Protina, and it's time to grab those protein refreshers and start pumping. Reach out and sip. Yeah, you taste that? Okay, ladies, now swirl. Swirl. Swirl that mango. Get that strawberry. It's time to target the muscles that matter the most. Gonna want you again.
Because, yes, after watching that commercial, I definitely want a protein refresher from Dunkin'. First thing that comes to mind. So I've pulled up their nutrition facts here. 53 pages. We're not going to go through it. But I think my favorite line on here is total carbs. And we're not even, oh my gosh, the first thing, they did add buckets. This is real. I thought this was fake. Nope. This is actually a real thing. So guys, if you want the caramel, I have such a hard time even wanting to read this. A caramel iced coffee bucket. 81 grams of sugar. If you want a strawberry dragon fruit lemonade refresher bucket, 115 total carbs. And out of the 115 carbs, 110 of them is added sugars. So 5 grams is from the actual, I don't know, fruit that's in that. And the rest is somebody filling it up. It's probably liquid sugar. 110 grams is sick. It's insane. But I keep going, and we got a caramel cream coffee chiller has 155 total carbs in it. Oh, I got a worse one. Oreo coffee, 1,300 calories in an Oreo coffee chiller. 1,300 calories. You guys are going to drink on, some people are drinking on their way to work. I'm not going to say you guys because I know you guys are better than that. 1,300 calories. We're drinking it on the way to work. 200 total carbs. 200 grams. Did I pass it? Dunkin protein beverages. Here we go. Mango protein daydream refresher. Here we go. 73 grams of carbs. 68 added sugar, total added sugars. No, 55 total added sugar. That's still a ton. For how much protein are we really getting in this thing? 15 grams. That's it. That's like less than a protein bar at the expense of 55 added sugars into it.
My friends, this is a pumpkin swirl frozen coffee. Who the thought it was a good idea to put this on the menu? Because this drink has 185 grams of sugar in here.
Total carbs, 194 grams. Total sugars, 185 grams of there's no coffee in these drinks. There's no caffeine.
How much is it? It's this much. It's 46 teaspoons of sugar. To give you another perspective, the amount of sugar in there is equal to 14 glazed donuts. Plus, there's no pumpkin in here. It's artificial flavors. There's 12 mentions of sugar and high fructose corn syrup in here. There's 930 calories and 194 carbs. 2/3 of us are already type 2 diabetic or pre-diabetic. If America runs on this, we're
If there's no more running in America, buddy. There is no more. Not after what they're pumping out here. And the craziest part is people are buying it. People are buying it. These companies can only sell what we buy. So do me a favor and stop buying it. This is nuts. It's not even the health effect. This channel's about saving money, making money, investing money. We're not talking about the health side of things here. But if you want to save a little bit of money, you gotta leave this alone. Oh my gosh. This made me realize donuts are so healthy. Yeah, one drink is equivalent to 14 donuts is sick, or like 12 donuts. Absolutely mad. And people drink these daily. What the hell, Dunkin'? America won't be able to run anymore. Seriously.
Let's try Dunkin'. They just dropped a 48-ounce bucket size. I'm 100% serious, guys. Imagine walking into the office with this. Instant aura. These are testing only in New Hampshire and Massachusetts, but somehow I got one here in California. You didn't see.
I told you California people were gonna like this.
Anything. I may or may not have made these on my own. Let's fill this baby up. Some
That's
ice.
how ridiculous these influencers are.
Dragon fruit refresher. Takes about 1.5 medium drinks to fill it up. And these are going to run you about $8 to $11 depending on the drink. That's a lot of drink. Medium ice latte.
Where did she get a sticker from?
Tastes like 48 ounces. That's about 1,400 milliliters of liquor. I mean, liquid. We actually don't need this. So refreshing. A ladle and a bucket has never let me down. This is about 460 calories and about 108 grams of sugar. If you're from New Hampshire or Massachusetts, have you tried this yet? And do you feel like it's worth it?
108 grams of sugar. America runs on Dunkin'. No. America cannot run because of Dunkin'. Yes. This is a prime example of America. It truly fascinates me when people from other countries watch these videos, even here on YouTube. I noticed a lot of you guys that are subscribers on the channel are from other countries, which is super cool. And you leave comments shocked about the insanity of the new product development and inventions that come out here. We're like this sick, crazy drink that Dunkin' is making here. The consumerism is absolutely out of control.
You want to go grab coffee?
The fact this is trending.
A college student recently died after having a Panera lemonade. How is that even possible? Because this is a charged lemonade with 390 milligrams of caffeine in this large cup. My friends, that's more caffeine than 4 cans of Red Bull. Not enough? That's more than 4 cups of coffee worth of caffeine in a freaking lemonade. Plus it has guarana in there, which gives you even more energy. Oh, let's not forget about the fact that this lemonade also has 98 grams of added sugar. How much is that? It's 24.5 teaspoons of white cane sugar. Combined with the 390 milligrams of caffeine, you're gonna be bouncing off the wall because the FDA recommends no more than 400 milligrams of caffeine a day. You get your fix in 1 cup of lemonade. And who's the primary market for energy drinks? Kids and teens. And yes, they do have a warning up front now after the lawsuit saying it has caffeine in here. But my friends, I'm all for free market capitalism, but this is one item that should not be sold to anyone in this darn country.
Who would have thought that, like, who at Panera thought that was a good idea? I had to throw this video in here too. We're not only combining 400 milligrams of caffeine, but we're adding 100 grams of sugar on top of it. That'll send somebody to the hospital. Like that could be horse tranquilizer. That's how strong that stuff is. And then you put it in a lemonade next to all the other drinks. Of course kids are going to have it. Why would you put that in there? This is absolutely nuts. Maybe the next episode is going to be on Panera. Are y'all trying to kill your customers? Because that's exactly what they're trying to do. Someone goes, put vodka in, and you've got the original Four Loko. Making this video inside Panera is wild. OMG, what the hell, Panera? I drank this last year, and I ended up in the hospital. I couldn't breathe from the amount of caffeine. I reached out to Panera, and they ignored me. I guess you have to do a class action lawsuit or something to get their attention. This is absolutely nuts. Nuts. Anywho, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. If there's one thing to take away from this is cut back on your coffee. At the bare minimum, just make it at home. It costs, I don't know, 30 cents a cup at home versus paying $10+ on this that is 90% sugar to get you hooked and going back to it every single day. It's the best thing you could do. You'll save tons and tons and tons of money. I highly recommend it. Not to mention, for those that made it to the end, I'm going to be doing my first live stream on Friday on Twitch. So hopefully I can see some of you guys, my dedicated subscribers, over on there to help me make some of my next up-and-coming videos, to talk to you guys, some recommendations on up-and-coming videos. But with that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe. And if you haven't seen my previous video on how the Starbucks orders are absolutely out of control, then definitely check it out right after this. Peace.